After an amazing time in Ireland, we put our Irish adventures behind us and crossed the North Channel to explore Scotland. We've captured our 3-week exploration of this amazing country in a series of videos. Come along with us as we delve into a country rich in history, culture, and natural beauty.
In this episode, we begin our exploration of the Scottish countryside in our rented camper van. We travel from city life in Glasgow to the tallest mountain in Scotland, Ben Nevis. Then we travel to the Isle of Skye, where we have 4 full days of amazing experiences. Having just spent 3 weeks driving in Ireland, we have gotten used to driving on the other side of the road. Just need to adjust to the size of the van and the change in the traffic signs. Easy peasy.
We're cooking with gas now, yeah. Take our time. It's Loch Lomond.
Look at that.
Hope the little visitor center that we have gives us a nice view of that. After an hour of driving, we take a brief break at the visitor center along Loch Lomond. We went for a short stroll despite the light rain and got in some good shots. Gonna go see what's up there or hop back in the car? Let's go see. A little bit slippery, so be careful. That's the pyramid. You can go up there and get a view, but maybe it's closed. Oh, that's a pretty view this way, though. A little bit higher view than what we saw down there. Up there? Yeah. I'm going to take another quick look at the map because I'm trying to figure out if that's Ben Nevis.
We continue our drive and head into Glencoe, which is supposed to be one of the most scenic places in Scotland and renowned for its rugged mountain peaks, deep valleys, and waterfalls.
We pull over at the scenic Panoramic Cafe and take a small break. Here we learned about the West Highland Way and got to chat with a couple of the thru hikers. Despite the wet weather, they seem to be having fun. Waterfall right here. The meeting of the 3 waters. It's supposed to be one of the beautiful drives of Scotland.
At our first campsite in Scotland, we got off to a rough start. We arrived at Ben Nevis Holiday Park to find our campsite occupied by another camper, and after a bunch of scrambling, we wound up with an impromptu spot next to the staff cabins.
8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 is there.
Somebody in it?
Yeah.
Alright, so we set up for the night and John did a great job remembering all the bits and bobs that needed to happen for setup. How does it look up there?
Take a look.
Thank you. Oh yeah, that works just fine. Okay, I think that'll be alright.
Want to put our bedding up there just to get out of the way?
I think so. There's chickens fed. Hi. You're so cute. I don't care. So here's our wonderful camper van and our shitty camping spot right next to the staff's quarters. So I think that's Ben Nevis. Yeah, that's what it is.
After setting up, we took a short hike along the Loch River, which is bordering the campground.
Like, sure.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi. These little babies. They're so cute. Oh, okay. That'll do. The clouds blocked our view of the Ben Nevis Peak, but we did spot the snowfields in the upper levels. So cool. Thing is that I don't think we can even see the top of Nevis. I think it's behind those clouds, yeah. You see the snow on the mountains. Maybe in the morning, that would be great if we could see the top of Nevis. But I think it's that one right there. All right, shall we wander on down the walk, see what else we can see? The stream cutting into the river. Very pretty. Seems like it might be the end, or at least not many people go that way. Come here and look at this through the GoPro lens. That looks so pretty. The next morning, the chicken still didn't want anything to do with me. What's your name? So we hiked towards the town of Cowell for some sightseeing. Hi! How are you? You look like a unicorn. He likes how they call them a unicorn. Over there, blue skies. Over here, rain. Over there, gray skies. And lots of pretty mountains that you can't really see. Yeah. This is that. It's locks.
We stopped at Neptune Staircase, an 8-lock system that is part of the Caledonian Canal and connects Loch Lomond to Loch Lomond. These are part of a larger network of locks, including Loch Ness and Loch Oich, that are interconnected by the canal. The Caledonian Canal provides a navigable route across the Scottish Highlands, running approximately 60 miles or 96 kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean to the North Sea via Inverness and Bewley Firth.
It's happening! How cool! I will. Now the gates are 100% open. I'm just waiting for the boat. Neptune Staircase is the longest staircase lock in Britain and was built between 1803 and 1822. They have been modernized with hydraulic assistance but are still operated manually.
We lucked out and a group of 4 boats were heading down the locks. We spent about 90 minutes, including a nice snack at a lockside cafe, watching the progression. Ultimately, the road over the canal swung open, allowing the boats to complete their journey to Loch Lomond and beyond.
Eventually those boats will go through that other lock. And then this bridge apparently swings open. Nice shot, guys! Woo-hoo! Enough of the locks. Time to move on before it rains on us. What a great time at Neptune Staircase, and probably could have stayed there all day, but we headed back to the van for some food, warmth, and rest. It does look like our stay in Scotland's going to be a very cloudy one, if the weather forecast is correct. That's alright. It's still beautiful. There's Nevis. Hi, Baba.
Hey.
I'm going to go down to the river and take a, because it looks like I can see the top of Nevis. No, I'm okay right now. Thank you. Can we close this or leave it open? Okay. Yeah, it's really nice out here. After breakfast, we pack up, take a last look around, and head to our next destination, the Isle of Skye. Snow on Nevis. As we continue our drive, we were once again wowed by the beauty of the Scottish Highlands.
We stop at the Eilean Donan Castle for our first break of the day. One of Scotland's most iconic and photographed castles, it's located on a small tidal island and features a picturesque stone bridge connecting it to the mainland.
So that's a 13th century castle.
Wow.
refurbed. It was refurbed in, I was in the 1920s. Somebody bought it.
Okay.
They also said that it's gone through many changes. At some point in time, there was actually a wall around the entire little island over there. So, interesting history. Soon after leaving the castle, we crossed the bridge onto the Isle of Skye. I'd imagined this bridge crossing to be scarier than it actually was. Skye Bridge is not scary at all.
Almost immediately, the already beautiful Scottish landscape took it to another level. We pulled off onto a way-by at Gesto Bay. This scene was magnificent, with the blue sky, green hills, and hungry sheep. We were too early to check in at the campsite, so we went to nearby Dunvegan Castle and Gardens.
It's vegan, babe. Tells you the keep was built in 1300s, and they've just added on to it. 1500s, called the Fairy Tower. This castle is the oldest continuously inhabited castle in Scotland and has been the ancestral home of the Clan MacLeod for over 800 years. The castle survived the Jacobite uprising mainly because the chief at the time, Norman MacLeod, refused to support Bonnie Prince Charlie and sided with the Hanoverian government. While his refusal to support the Jacobite cause was controversial at the time, it ensured the survival of Clan MacLeod and preserved Dunvegan Castle.
The castle interior showcases a collection of historic paintings, furniture, and clan memorabilia, offering insights into the castle's history.
The castle overlooks Loch Dunvegan and is surrounded by 30 acres of beautiful gardens.
These include the Water Garden, the Walled Garden, and the Round Garden. We made sure to check them all out.
Look at these pine cones. Have you ever seen? Look at those. That is crazy.
We really enjoyed our tour of the castle and the gardens, and by the time we finished, it was time to check in to our campground at Kinloch.
Remember, it's going to come out pretty quick over the hill. It's a bit awkward because you're going uphill and then you also have to turn.
Yeah.
Check in from 2:30, so we're good. Checking at Kinloch Campground was easy, and they even lent us a long extension cord to make sure we could reach the power supply. This tranquil setting has stunning views of Loch Dunvegan and the surrounding landscape. Got a view of the loch. So we're heading over there to the stone.
After setting up, we grabbed our gear and hiked up to see the Durnish Stone, which we could see from our campsite.
Nice.
comes a car. Coming from straight forward.
Squeaky. Come up there. That's kind of old cemetery. The last section of the hike took us up a steep incline, but as always, the view was worth the work. So they concreted in so it wouldn't fall over, huh? Oh, the way down there is the van. Hi, Dan, with no name yet. Let's think of a name for you. Though it looks ancient, this stone was erected to commemorate the millennium in the year 2000. A time capsule was placed inside that has the items that reflect the local community at that time. So, do you want to grab something to eat in town? You want to do hummus wraps? On the way down the hill, we checked out the ruins of St. Mary's Old Church. All right. You want to hold your hand? Yeah.
We decided to grab dinner at Misty's Cafe on our way back to camp. The food and service were excellent. We really enjoyed it.
After dinner, we hiked the rest of the way back to the van and relaxed for a bit.
At this time of year in Scotland, the sun remains up until almost 11 o'clock. We had a picture-perfect view of the sunset over the bay. We just had to stay up late enough to capture it.
Getting ready to pack it all up and head to our next spot. Packed up. Are they on the bridge? Is that?
They're right before the bridge, I guess. Take a picture?
Yes. The next morning we packed up and headed out for our next campground. Along the way we stopped at Fairy Glen. As we pulled into an open spot, the rain began to pour.
We went ahead with our hike, and we are glad that we did. Despite the tough conditions, this whole area was amazing. The rounded hills, the sheep-filled fields, the natural rock tower and waterfalls were awe-inspiring. Fairy Glen's distinctive topography is the result of a landslip, a small landslide, which has shaped the terrain into its current appearance. It really does look like fairies could live here.
Uh-oh, camera worthy, huh? Try to go see that waterfall. Careful.
Thank you.
The waterfall over there.
Yeah, you staying dry? Little babies.
On the cards,
The roads here were the most rural roads we'd been on so far in Scotland, single lane and often not paved. We were getting the hang of the pass-by rules, so it was getting easier.
We found the Skye Museum of Island Life next and decided to pay it a visit, if nothing else to dry off a bit.
After we paid for our admission, we realized that this is a mostly outdoor museum, so that plan backfired a bit.
The museum preserves a collection of 7 traditional thatched cottages, each restored to reflect the living conditions in the 19th century. It's cool that they're preserving these. In one of the thatched cottages, we also found an exhibit about Flora MacDonald, who assisted in the escape of Bonnie Prince Charlie after the failure of the Jacobite uprising in 1745.
The museum was unique and interesting, and we enjoyed our visit, even though we didn't dry out very much.
On our way to the next campground, we stopped by Mealt Waterfalls at Kilbride.
Grabbies.
As our luck would have it today, as we pulled into the parking lot, the rain started coming down as hard as it has all day long.
We braved the tough conditions and the crowds to get some shots of the falls and the cliffs, which were impressive. The waterfall plunges directly into the sea from the top of the cliffs. As impressive as this view was, we did not extend our visit a second longer than required. We were soaked to the bone. So we jumped back in the van and drove to Sky Camping and Caravanning Club.
Our tour of the Tornish Peninsula, though soggy, was breathtaking, and we wish we had more time to visit it in better weather. We checked in and explored the campground a bit, finding black sheep and Highland cows as our reward.
Oh my gosh. Hi guys. You go ahead, go, and I'll be right there. Oh, so.
This was very exciting for both of us.
Hi guys. How you doing? You're so cute.
We were only in this campground for one night, so next morning we said goodbye to the cows and sheep, packed up the van, and headed out of Skye Camping and Caravanning Club.
Cows on that hill right there. I thought they were the Highland cows. I could be wrong. Hi cows. They're not that interested in me.
Unfortunately, as we were pulling away, I noticed that the back curtains needed to be opened up. And as I was doing that, wound up getting Mishka's jacket stuck in the side door, which prevented it from opening or closing. After some ineffective cursing and more effective tugging, the jacket finally came free and we were on our way.
4/10 of a mile will be coming to the roundabout. We were excited to visit the fairy pools. The weather cooperated with us a bit better than yesterday, and as a result, we enjoyed over 2 hours in this magical valley filled with waterfalls, deep pools, large rocks, and flocks of sheep, and a few tourists. The fairy pools are a series of natural waterfalls and pools located in Glen Bridle at the foot of Black Cullinan Mountains, and the scenery here is beyond breathtaking. It's almost otherworldly.
that rock. Okay. I was saying the flat rock, but I guess if you can do that.
After a great day exploring fairy pools, we drove to the Camping Sky Campground.
Do not.
Oh,
I'm
good.
all set.
After check-in and setup, we hiked through town to explore the area and get some
Must be
dinner.
hooked up. Huh? And then I also learned that that door is not a door into the facilities. You get to go around.
We're a bit bummed that this is our last night on this amazing island, and though we wish we had more time and maybe better weather, we have to say that the Isle of Skye lives up to the hype, and we hope to revisit this magical place soon.
Join us next time as we head to the famous Loch Ness and continue our exploration of Scotland and the Scottish Highlands.